go down to your loops in that bottom right-hand corner and open those up. Okay, and then start kind of playing around with different options for what you think might work. You have beats in there, so you can scroll through there. You know, like that one might be a really good one for me to have Theo clonk his head on the ground too. Oh, it's not let me. There we go. So I drop it in, and then if you guys don't remember in GarageBand, once you bring a loop in, you can actually just pull it, and then it'll extend that loop. And then let's see, down here you can change your time. So I went from measures to time. And so I got about 15 seconds there, so that should be good. I'll go back. Let's go to drums, and then... So I'll throw that in there just randomly maybe. Let's see what that looks like. Or hear what that sounds like, I should say. Alright, maybe I'll move that forward, okay? I'm good. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to export my song. And remember, we're going to say MP3 encoder, export. And I'm going to call this Theo Beat 2. That's right, I spelled it with a Z. Alright, so I don't need that anymore. Alright, and I'm going to bring that clip in. Let's see, here we go. Alright, so next step is I want to find like a good clip of him doing something. Okay, so maybe I do it of him. I don't know, the crying's kind of annoying, but it's cute. So let's see what else we got here. All right, so I'll take this clip right here. All right, so I'm just gonna go in and blade that out, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna edit this over. Oops, won't let me do that. This thing's linked on there, so God, seriously. All right, there we go. Okay, so I have this kind of separated over here, and here's just the original clip. All right, so I'm just taking that original clip, and I'm going to zoom in here quite a bit to really see what's going on. Okay, so you can kind of see how close I am up here. So there he is. Okay, so I'm going to play it, and let's see what happens here. All right, I might take some chunks out of this, okay, and repeat it. So just right there at the beginning, take that beginning chunk, and I'm just going to option click and duplicate it. All right, and then another thing that I didn't tell the other class about necessarily, but if you guys go into your effects, you have audio effects. So might try distortion. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, that one's too much. I'll try that one. So I'm going to throw the distortion on there, and I'll throw it on maybe every other one. And then what I'm going to do here is, do you guys remember how to retime? What's the hotkey for retiming a clip?
Command R.
Yep, Command R. Okay, so maybe at the beginning I want it to be really, actually maybe at the beginning I want it to be really slow, and then I want it to kind of get a little bit faster every time. So now I'm starting to really speed it up, all the way to the point where maybe it's like, you know, barely a like millisecond. Okay, so let's see what that looks like and sounds like. Right? So not bad for like a quick 5-second stint there. Now, I get in there and I can start messing around more. Maybe I duplicate this clip and drop it over here. And then this one, I'm going to stretch it out, but I'm going to also reverse it, okay? You guys remember when we talked about retiming earlier in the year? If you click on any clip and you go up to your retiming options, this is kind of like all your controls for it. So this would be a good place to reverse it, okay? And then maybe I will take that clip now and I'll cut it up a bunch, even though it's reversed. And then I'll just start mixing and matching the clips. So I'll take some from the beginning, put them at the end. Take some from the end, put them at the beginning. Oops. All right, let's see what that looks like. Sounds like. All right, so that might be, you know, the clip just as is. Maybe I even do like a quick jump cut here, okay, and I blade out like a big middle section and just have it like abruptly end at that final point. All right, now, you know, I'm not really working to kind of get this thing to line up with a beat. If I was really, you know, doing that, I'd probably think a little bit more like, okay, what would sound good? Or like maybe I like this beginning part, but that second part didn't really work that well. maybe I want to drag that part out a little bit, so slow it down. You know, I don't know if that'll even sound better or not. Alright, so a little bit of like interesting stuff going on there. But like I said, I'll be honest with you, a lot of this is going to be experimentation. So you're going to have to kind of see what it looks like once you do something to it. Once you split a clip and jump it around and put an effect on it. Or, you know, when you reverse it, make it faster, okay? How is that going to like line up with your audio? You know, I just threw a beat in there. Maybe you get a couple different beats. Maybe you have the beat stop at some point or pick up at some point after a certain, you know, sound happens. So think about really